third party relationships. Oh, hi, Asmaa.
Hi, Dominic.
How are you, sweetie?
Fine, thank you. And how are
Good,
you?
good. I'm doing very well. I'm happy,
Me
happy,
too.
healthy. Couldn't ask for more.
Me too.
So, Asmaa, she is going to be talking today with us about this thing called third party relationships. Nobody likes to talk about this. Why? Because there's a relationship with supposed to be only two people, but then somebody comes in and causes lots of problems.
Yes,
And
yes,
sometimes it's, I don't know. I think we're going to let her talk about it. But thank you all for watching, for being here. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, you'll see at the bottom it says type it in the thread if you have a question. And so um, there's a link that is on the Facebook page if you're watching, where you can click on the link so that then your name will appear on the in the comments. So make sure that you click on that link so that you give Facebook permission. That way I can put your question up on the screen. Okay? So tell us about the whole third party relationship and tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a marriage counselor and a lecturer, yes?
yes, yes. And I'm a writer also.
And a writer.
Yes, yes,
Ah, okay. And right now you are in Alexandria, yes?
yes,
Egypt.
yes. I'm from Alexandria, Egypt, and I live in Alexandria, Egypt.
Hmm. So you graduated in 2007
Yes,
and now you've been doing marriage counseling and writing and
yes,
lecturing
yes.
on relationships. Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay, I graduated from Faculty of Arts, Psychology Department. Okay, uh, since 2007. Okay, and in 2008 I studied diploma in كلية تربية مش فاكرة اسمها قوي. Okay. Um, I studied in Faculty of Education in 2008. Okay.
Hmm.
I studied about uh, I took a diploma there. Okay,
Hmm.
for 1 year. Okay, and then I studied a lot about human development and relationships and so on.
Hmm.
Okay, and I studied a lot about energy work. Okay, peace, EFT.
And today you're going to be talking about this whole relationship thing with a third party, and then you're going to show
Yes,
us a technique to release the pain
yes.
of
The
being in those
emotional
relationships.
pain.
Okay, and this is the tapping technique, the emotional. Forgot what it means. EFT, emotional
EFT. Freedom technique.
freedom, emotional
Yes,
freedom technique. Yes.
yes,
So you started studying psychology back
yes,
at the university, yes?
yes.
So are you a doctor?
No,
Okay,
I'm a psychologist.
psychologist. Okay,
Yes,
okay. All right, great. Wow, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
thank you.
So tell us about the whole third party relationship thing. Why did you decide to talk about this?
Because I have been there for 2 years.
You
Yes,
before
before I
you
met
got
my
married.
husband. Yes, yes,
Ah, okay. You want to tell us the story?
No, it's confidential.
Okay. So when you were in a third party, when you had a relationship, there was you and two men, or you, another woman, and one man.
Yes, yes. I am. I was the third person. Okay, in the gray zone.
The gray zone, yes, like last
Okay,
time.
so it was really devastating.
So you felt like that this person you were seeing, this was your husband now, or no?
No, 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 no.
Okay, so
Somebody else.
different relationship, somebody else. Okay, fine.
Yes,
So then you were like the second girlfriend.
almost,
Hmm.
almost.
And this
Because
is very, very
because
difficult.
it was a gray zone already.
Hmm.
Not a real relationship.
No commitment.
No.
Okay. So what happened?
So now I'm married. Okay, and he is now divorced.
Ah, okay.
Okay. He when I was engaged, okay, he was getting married. Okay, but I broke free from gray zone and third party situation before I met my husband
Okay.
because it was so painful to be in that situation
Hmm.
that
And
you have
I
no
understand.
future with
What
the
was
person
painful about it? What was painful about it?
that you feel like you don't deserve commitment. Okay, you feel like that you just don't exist in his life. Okay, you're not a priority.
Hmm. Not
The
important.
priority, yes, the priority is for someone else.
Yes. So then, how much time do you spend thinking about this other person
Mhm.
and what he's doing with her?
We are still friends, but we don't talk a lot. We don't talk a lot.
Hmm. But when you were in the third party,
Hmm.
what was that like? I mean, I know that it was painful. You didn't
Hmm.
feel important, didn't feel like any commitment was there. So, how much time did you spend, energy did you spend talking to yourself, feeling bad?
Yes, that pain was for 2 years.
2 years.
Yes,
So, why did you stay in the relationship so long?
because I was single. Okay, and um, I was attracted to this person.
Okay. You were attracted and you were single,
Yes,
but he's seeing two women at the same time.
yes.
This is no good?
Oh, actually, I was his friend. Okay, and she was his fiance.
Okay. So he was engaged.
Yes.
Okay. So what did you think about him
Hmm.
having two
Now,
relationships?
now or in the
Then,
past?
back in the past.
In the past,
Yes.
I think that the relationship is not useful to me.
It's not useful for you. What
Yes,
what did you think about him? What were your thoughts about him having two relationships?
I think he's greedy.
Greedy. No good.
Hmm.
Greedy, selfish. But he was engaged, which is worse. Yes.
Yes.
So he's engaged and he has a relationship now with you, and he's pulling you in. This is no good.
Yes.
Why do you think people do this?
A lot of reasons. Okay. Fear of commitment. Okay. I want to be to talk to someone on the romantic level. Okay, and I don't want to commit. Okay, so I stay in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, so I think we would better to start from the beginning. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start. Okay. But what is the meaning of third party situation? Okay. It's emotional attachment. Okay, between two people. Okay. One of them is in a committed relationship with another person. Okay. This is the meaning of the third party situation. Okay. Why anybody be in the third party relationship? Okay. One, to have a backup plan. Okay. And this what happened to the person. Okay. In my case. Okay. I mean, when you're trying to attract romantic relationship and you are not sure about the future, okay, so you feel that you want to connect them, so you feel that you want to connect with them to make sure that you will have someone to talk to on the romantic level, okay, especially if you know that they love you back, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this يعني part of the reasons that I wasn't the third person. Okay, so it's a common reason for me and for him. Okay. Number two, fear of loneliness. Okay. When you choose to be a third party, when you choose to be the third person, okay, that you can uh, feel secure and safe. Okay, that, and you know that you won't left alone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but this is an illusion. This is not real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I um when I was the third person, okay, I I I I I had that part of fear. Okay. Number three, you you want what someone else has. Okay, you feel that the man who's already taken is much better than the man who's already single, and vice versa. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa means man or woman. Okay. Number four is avoiding intimacy. Okay. When you love someone who is already taken, you actually avoiding true love because you with the wrong person. Okay, because you can't have that person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is no intimacy here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number five, the thrill of the chase. Okay,
Ah,
if you love,
yes.
yes, if you love challenges, okay, you will probably attract someone who is in a committed relationship, okay,
Mm-hmm.
to chase him, okay.
Yes.
uh, okay, number six is fear of commitment. Okay, if you don't want a committed relationship, you will attract someone who can't commit to you because he's committed with someone else. So so I have that part of fear. Okay, fear of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found out when I was in that situationship that I had a lot of fears. So I told myself that I must face those fears. I must release those fears. Okay, and that wasn't that wasn't easy, but I have I have to do that. Okay, and I did it, and I'm proud of myself right now. Okay, yeah, I'm very proud of myself right now.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So you said that in a third party situation, in
Mm-hmm.
your case,
Mm-hmm.
he was in a committed relationship.
Yes.
But the question that I have is, was he
Mm-hmm.
really committed to that relationship?
He was engaged.
I understand that he was
Mm-hmm.
engaged, but was he really committed to it?
You mean he was um, faithful or not?
Well,
Uh,
help me to understand something. So I
mhm.
know that in the Muslim religion
Mhm.
that men are allowed to marry more than one woman.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
understand this.
Mhm.
There are many people that I know
Mhm.
that don't follow this or don't agree with this.
Mhm.
So if he was in a committed relationship,
Mhm.
engaged to be married,
Yes.
was he really committed if he was seeing you?
Actually, he married her. Okay, and they are now divorced.
Yes, I understand this.
Okay.
But think about it for a second. So
Mhm.
if he was dating you, he was
Mhm.
seeing you, and he was engaged to be
Mhm.
married,
Mhm.
was he committed to that marriage? Was he committed to that relationship with her?
Yes, he was committed.
He was committed, but was he really committed in here?
We don't know.
Maybe committed up here, but committed here?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Why would he see you if he was in a committed relationship?
Fear of loneliness.
Many fears, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And it's very uh, um, I used to fear the loneliness, okay, and so was he, okay. So we attracted each other because we feared the same thing, okay. You
Hmm.
understand?
I understand. So you feared the same thing, so you were attracted to this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then all these how did it feel when he got married? Did you separate before he got married, or he was still seeing you?
Actually, when he got married, okay, I was engaged at the same time.
Okay, so you were engaged to
Yes.
Mustafa.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Did you stop seeing this other man before you
Actually,
were engaged?
we didn't see each other. We just talk.
Ah, you just talked. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it was very painful. So how were you able to release this pain?
Because I didn't have any choice. Okay. The situation was very painful.
Hmm.
Okay, and so I forced myself to release all that pain to
And you
live.
did this with using the EFT, the
Yes,
technique?
EFT, yes, EFT, meditation, energy work, all of
Hmm.
that.
All of that.
Yes.
So what are you going to teach us today?
how to break free from that pain.
How to break free from that pain. Let me ask you another question before you show us. Are there, in your opinion, are there a lot of people in this third party situation?
Yes, yes, but they are not aware. They are not aware that the relationship has no future, or they lying to themselves. Okay, because
So what is your advice for them? To stay in the situation or get out?
no, no, no. I advise them to leave.
To leave.
Yes,
But the pain is still there.
maybe the pain is still there, but to motivate me to talk about it,
Yeah.
to save a lot of lives.
Okay. So what is your technique for releasing the pain?
Uh, for today, EFT. Okay, but I will talk about the effects of third party situation.
The effects first, how
Yes,
that plays out, the consequences.
yes, how
Okay.
bad the effects.
Yes.
Okay, effects of third party situation. Okay, one, this won't end well. Okay, because probably the reason that your specific person will break up his committed relationship. Okay, or he will cut all contact with you to stay in his committed relationship. Okay. Number two, you probably won't be the only backup your specific person has. So there will be another third party just like you. Okay. Number three, your relationship won't be in the light because your specific person will delete all your messages because he's afraid his partner see the messages.
Mm,
Okay.
big
Uh,
problem.
yes. Number four, you won't be priority. You will be their second or third choice. Okay, you will never be a priority,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a real thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very
Uh,
much.
yes, yes, because there is no commitment, so you cannot be a priority. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Five. How to break free from this third party situation. Okay. Uh, Number one, you have you have to let them go. Okay, you have to let your specific person go. You must cut all contacts. Um, this will be painful. Okay, but you have to do it. Okay. Number two, focus on yourself and your needs. To distract yourself from thinking a lot about your specific person. Number three, don't ignore your feelings. Okay, your biggest mistake here that you suppress your feelings and pretend that nothing happened
Mm-hmm.
because you fell in love with your specific person and you separated from him or her. So you love them and you must respect those feelings and you must embrace your feelings and accept them to break free from the pain of separation.
Mm-hmm.
Number four, create fulfilling relationships with friends and family to fill the void in your heart because of this separation. Okay, and this will take time. Okay, but you have to do it to release all the emotions. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you must be patient when you want to release those feelings. You must be patient because this will take time. Okay.
Yes, it's going to take time.
Yes, it's you, you will um you will not be happy for when you release those feelings, because you won't release them quickly, okay,
Hmm.
because you have to face a lot of traumas, okay, and a lot of fears, a lot of phobias, a lot of insecurities, okay. You have to face yourself. You have to face a lot of things,
Hmm.
and you have to be true with yourself, okay, and don't lie to yourself, and don't pretend that you are happy and you live your life to the fullest. No, there will be days that you you want to be in uh, your fullest happiness, okay, and you and there will be days, um, um, it's called the dark night of the soul, okay, um, when you feel empty and when you lost your hope, okay, and it's another topic, the dark night of the soul,
Yes.
okay. I um, because when you break free from the dark night of the soul, okay, you will be more wise, okay, and you will be more aware of your needs and yourself, okay, and we all uh, go through painful times, okay, and stressful times, but but the most painful times is or the dark night of the soul, okay, and we will talk about it in another video,
Okay.
okay, because this is another topic يعني. uh, so are you ready to start tapping? Okay,
Yes, actually, I want to. I just want to ask you a couple of questions first.
okay.
So, I mean, this has happened to me before. I
Hmm.
was the third party,
Hmm.
like you mentioned, right?
Hmm.
So, when I was the third party.
Hmm.
I, in the beginning, it was lots of fun. I felt really good. I was getting lots of attention.
Hmm.
I was had a new friend, lots of conversation. I felt like I was in love, and but in the back of my mind, knowing that this woman, in my case, it's a woman, was going back to this relationship with her boyfriend, right?
Hmm.
And so when he would leave, when she would leave, rather, then I would get depressed
Yes.
until she would come back, and then I would be happy,
Yes.
and then she would leave, and I'd be depressed, and I would talk to myself, what are they doing? What are they talking about? How do I take him from her? Take her from him?
Yes.
I'm getting mixed up. All these things, yes.
Hmm.
So it it got to a point where I couldn't stand it no more. I was going crazy. I thought I was going to lose my mind because I thought, even though I felt that she was beautiful and sweet and kind and generous and all these wonderful things, was tearing my heart out.
mm,
And so I did what you said, which was I cut all ties, phone calls, nothing.
mm.
You know, uh, I had some photographs. I even put them into the fire and burned them
Good
so I
job.
so I could get rid of these memories. But
Mm,
I still couldn't forget in my head. I could not forget.
mm.
So I mean, it's been many years. So before this EFT technique that you're going to show us,
Mm,
if people don't know that this exists, this EFT
mm.
exists, what would you recommend people to do? I mean, so cut off communication
Yes,
completely.
yes,
Even somebody's texting you 10 times a day. Alas, nothing.
yes. Cut all contacts. Okay. Um, Search for fulfilling relationships. Okay. You can volunteer. Okay. You can play sports. Okay. You can study more. Um, you can do a lot of things. Okay. But the learning lesson here is to focus on yourself.
Right. Bring it
Okay.
back to here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the someone else. Okay. No. Focus on yourself.
Yeah.
What do I need? What I want? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That
That makes sense.
what I learned.
This makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
So this EFT will make things go faster to release the pain?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm ready. Show me.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna tell you before what is EFT. Okay, it's emotional freedom technique. Okay, and it's also called tapping. Okay,
Tapping.
yes, it's very powerful to eliminate any unpleasant feelings or any pain, physical or emotional. Okay, because tapping is helping to balance the energy and the emotions to give the person some comfort and peace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will tap on certain points. Okay, karate chop point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, uh, beginning of eyebrow. Okay, the side
Eyebrow,
of the,
yes.
yes, the side of the eye. Okay, underneath the eye. Okay, underneath the nose. Collarbone. Okay, underneath the arm. Okay, the top of the head. Okay, and we will say the setup statement. Okay, even though I have this pain from being in the third party situation, I love, honor, and accept myself. Okay, um, and this is very important because the first step to move forward is to accept your current situation. Okay, because when you refuse your current situation, you cannot move on because you focus on the bad side. You focus on the bad side only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you feel stuck in an end awful situation that you
Mm-hmm.
feel there's no way out. Okay,
Is it kind of like, so if I'm this is me
okay,
and this is my situation.
mm-hmm.
If I'm holding on to it,
Mm-hmm.
there's this like It's like it continues. It doesn't stop. But
Yes,
if I accept it,
yes,
it goes away.
yes, it will pass.
So I pull away from it.
Yes,
Okay, I understand.
okay.
All right.
So let's get started. Okay. Even though I have this pain from being in the third party situation, I love, honor, and accept myself.
Okay.
Okay. But before we begin, you must evaluate your emotional pain from 1 to 10. Okay. 1 means little pain, and 10 means a lot of pain. Okay. So we will start. Even though I have this, I'm in this pain from being in the third party situation, and I love, honor, and accept myself. Okay. And we will continue tapping on those certain points. Okay. The most important thing is your intention. Okay. That your intention is to release the pain related to the situation.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. It's around. Okay. So we will continue another round. EFT is very safe to use. Okay. Once you knew the point, okay, you can tap on anything. Okay. Any pain, emotional or physical.
Hmm.
In that arm. So it's we did 2 rounds. Okay. um and if someone feels that uh, there's so much pain in there, okay, so he has to tap another round.
Hmm.
Okay. So you continue to tap, okay, until you feel comfort. Okay. You tap on those points.
Hmm.
Okay.
So what about uh, I wake up tomorrow and the pain is back?
Maybe uh, you worked on um, one aspect, okay, or you worked on one side only, okay, or you worked on one emotion only,
Hmm.
okay. Third party situation is full of um, um, full of emotions, okay. uh, there is fear, resentment, anger, guilt, shame. There is,
Loneliness.
yes, okay. uncertainty. Okay, so there is so much emotions related to third party situation. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and when you release the the feelings related to third party situation, okay, you won't attract circumstances and circumstances related to be in the third person. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you won't accept to be the third person anymore.
Yes.
Okay, because you will because you will feel that you're worthy, and you can attract fulfilling relationship, committed relationship. Okay, you will feel that um, you deserve to be a priority in your significant other life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you will deal with loneliness in a positive way. Okay, because you have to feel lonely. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because your significant other, okay, if you in a committed relationship, okay, your significant other will go to work. Okay, and he has some activities. Okay, so you will be alone sometimes. Okay, and you will accept that. Okay, and you will deal with this in a positive way. Okay, but that will happen to you only when you release those feelings. Okay, because when those feelings, those painful feelings, um, uh, inside you, okay, you will attract relationships that gives you um, the same pain in you. Okay, you will you will leave the life with those emotions inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have to release all that, and this will take time. Okay, and you have to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you have to be patient.
So if I release all the emotions using
Mm,
the tapping,
okay.
and what happens when I get to a place that I'm now blaming myself
Hmm.
for getting into the situation
Mm.
in the first place? So I do I use the same technique to release the blame?
Excuse me, the charger. Okay, I must connect it. Okay, and I will be right back to answer your question. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's interesting that we get into these relationships sometimes with people, and then we find out we're in a committed relationship, so-called committed relationship, and then in the meantime, since we're feeling maybe lonely or insecure or whatever, we allow ourselves to stay in the situation until we realize that the situation is not going to change. So we have to let go. We realize one day we know that we have to let go, and that's the advice that Asmaa is giving us, to let go, cut off all contact, and then begin to release the emotions through the tapping, EFT tapping technique. I think this is what she's saying. Okay, welcome back.
Right. Um, Excuse me, can you tell me the question again?
The question is,
Mm,
so after I make the
mm,
decision to cut communication
mm,
and begin to release the emotions.
mm,
And I get to a place where I'm now blaming myself
mm,
for getting into the relationship in the first place. So
mm.
now I'm blaming myself. It's like, okay, why did you do this? That was stupid. I'm bad. So I go back and do the same EFT tapping again to release that? Or is
Okay,
there a different technique?
okay, you can use EFT, okay, but you have to know that that relationship, okay, um, you went through this, okay, to learn a lesson,
Ah, yes.
okay. You must discover what your lesson is, okay. Maybe your lesson is I must love myself. Maybe your lesson is I must trust myself. Maybe your lesson is self confidence. Maybe your lesson is um, I'm enough.
Hmm.
Okay, so there's so much lessons to be learned.
So the first question then would be to ask myself, maybe
Hmm.
to write in a journal, no?
Okay,
Yeah,
you can write. Okay, you can write.
write in a journal. What lessons did I learn from this experience?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. That's a good idea. Very nice. Okay. Is there anything else?
Do you have any question?
I think that was the only question that I have.
Hmm.
I'm looking to see if let me just check and see if there's any other questions in the thread.
Okay,
Not right now. We did have some people watching, and this is going to be, um, it's broadcast right here in the Self Achievement Network and also to the Self Achievement Network YouTube channel. So I'll send the link and post the link, and I'll also send it to you. So if people don't want to watch it in the group, they can watch it on the YouTube channel.
okay,
Okay?
okay.
Eshi meshi.
Maybe.
Yes. So, well, this is very good. It's interesting. I think the lesson that I learned being from my experience, maybe you had a different one, but what I learned was that I um, was not committed to my first relationship, and I allowed myself to get into another relationship.
Hmm.
So I think I have to be secure in myself
Yes,
so I don't have to have two relationships.
yes.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Shukran.
Ella,
And now it's time for you to go to sleep.
it's 9 p.m. here.
9 p.m.? I thought it was
Yes,
8 p.m.
no, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Okay, so you're not ready for bed yet.
No.
Let me ask you also,
Hmm.
so do you have like a YouTube channel, or do you also have a website or something for we people? If somebody wants to ask you a question, how do they contact you?
Okay, my Facebook profile. Okay.
Okay, they can click on the link in this thread.
Hmm.
Okay. Is it okay for somebody to send you a private message if they have a question?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay. Well, thank you again so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. And will you come back again?
Okay. Inshallah. In
We'll come up.
another topic
Okay.
about relationships.
Yes. You can choose.
Yes.
All right.
And and I'm gonna tell you my experience.
Your students?
My experience.
Oh, your experience. You're going to share your experience. Yes, of
Yes.
course. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you again. Have a good
Yes.
night.
Good night.
Sweet dreams. We'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave your feedback or questions in the thread or contact Asmaa directly with a direct message. We'll see you guys all soon. Bye bye for now.